Good evening, everyone. As promised, 6 p.m. live. I always try to be pretty prompt and get on here the time I say I'm going unless something happens. I hope everybody's doing good. Please let me know if you can hear me. I don't think I'm going to have any trouble, but there's a few people on here, and hopefully y'all let me know that you can hear me. I think I got my volume up, everything good. I've had some trouble in the past where I sit here and talked a few minutes. I say it every show. Uh, I talked for a few minutes and nobody ever heard it. Thank you, Bill Lolly. Appreciate you tuning in on Mr. Bill Lolly. Hope you're doing good tonight, man. It's been warm, guys. It's been hot. It's been abnormally warm. I think today's high here in McCalla was 91 degrees. It's been warm. So I hope everybody's drinking enough water, staying hydrated. These people in these plants that's working, I'll be sure to drink plenty of fluids because when you're not used to it, it can be a dangerous thing being out in the sun and inside these plants. So appreciate everybody tuning in. Y'all please say any questions you think I may be able to answer, or you just want to make a comment or anything, guys, while we're doing this report, we'll do it. I guess we're kind of hey Chuck, how you doing, buddy? Appreciate you tuning in. I looked up the weather in Camden. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. It's supposed to cool off. Yeah, that's exactly right. Mitch said it's hard. Saturday, this is Camden, kind of general consensus in the area there in the Black Belt. The high Saturday is 80 degrees. Got a northwest wind, 5 to 10 mile an hour. Going to be a nice day. As far as the cool weather, I don't think it's going to affect any fishing or anything. And Sunday, high is going to be 82 and light and variable. Going to be a beautiful weekend to fish. So, Bill Valentine said, "What's new, Mr. Jones? Tell us a crappie tale from the weekend." Bill, I went to Lake Seminole. Neil and I fished Saturday and went and caught some fish. I think we caught 30-something and kept 25, 26. We had a pretty good day. We caught some decent fish. The fish still a little scattered, hadn't really piled up there. As far as at Lake Seminole, that's in Florida, Georgia line. It kind of puts things in perspective as far as the fish are getting out to the brush piles and stuff and getting the standing timber off the main river. But Bill Lolly, that's exactly right. As Big Daddy said, I'm ready for the brush pile, but that's exactly right, Bill. It's I will say this: I'm getting some reports. The Alabama Crappie Trail was at Bridgeport Landing. They had some tough fishing. I think the water cooled off from all that rain they had. So somebody told me they had 3 inches of rain that cooled the surface temperature off and may have moved some fish around. But Brandon Threadgill won. Congratulations to him and his wife. They won with I forget 10 pounds or something with 5 fish, which is great fish. He's always a threat there. Catches a lot of fish. Great fisherman. But hey, it's coming. It's just fixing to break, guys. About mid-May, it's gonna be getting it's gonna be getting better as far as crappie fishing, Bill. It's coming. May and June's real strong. While we're talking about crappie, I'll go on and talk about it. Might as well. I know Derek Howard's. He's still smashing them down there in the Tom Bigby. I don't know exactly where. I don't really ask. That's a double limit they caught during the week. He's been going a little bit after work. I think they're smashing them on the main river. Mike Leckins is catching them down below Miller's Ferry. Not sure. I don't ask. On the Alabama River down below Miller's Ferry. So they're starting to catch some fish, and fish are starting to get in some eddies and behind wing walls and some current breaks. But hopefully the crappie's fixing to turn on, man. I've got a trip this weekend. I got to carry a few people, and I hear they're biting into Demopolis pretty good. So I will let y'all know next week. Hopefully I got something to tell about right here in Alabama. But hey, I'm looking forward to it. And hey, Ryan, how you doing? Old Ryan Willis, he's been putting out a bunch of brush piles at Logan Martin. I see him working, catching some fish. He's been having some guide trips up there doing really well. A Hog Wild Guide Service up on Logan Martin. Tony Adams, he said he's ready. Tony's catching them all the time. But you're right, Tony. It's fixed to be on. That water's going to get up, in the upper 70s and stay there. And the bait's going to finally shift. The bait is shipped out to that standing timber and the brush piles that's in deeper water, and they're going to finally get in their summer haunts and start chewing. And hey, we're going to fill the live wells up and fill the freezers up and have some fun with these crappie. So we'll have something to talk about besides, oh, heck, the crappie ain't doing nothing. We're waiting. It's fixing to be time. I've been saying it for a few weeks, but mid-May on, it'll be fun as far as crappie fishing. It's coming. I talked to John, my podcast partner on Crappie Cast. He caught some fish today around his house, so it's coming. Hopefully I'll get to do a little fishing here before long here in Alabama this weekend, starting it, and hopefully have y'all some pictures to share on here and have you a little report. That way I can tell you exactly what I see them doing. It's my opinion on what I run into. But crappie fishing's fixed to be on. It's coming. And speaking of crappie, before I forget, I know Big Daddy's, the 7th annual Big Daddy Lawler Big Crappie Day is coming up May the 18th. So that's 2 weekends away, I guess. And it's a big family get together. You can sign up at, let's see, Roland Cooper State Park, CT Ward Power Sports, Lofton Bait Shop, Handyman Building Supply, and Coast to Coast Hardware. Y'all be sure to sign up for that. That's a big event. I think they pay out every hour, starting at, I think it's 10 o'clock. I think the flyer says that. I can't hardly see it, guys. But those that fish that every year, y'all be sure to participate in that. That's going to be fun. Let's see, as far as crappie events, I think that's going to be about it that I know of. Like I said, they're biting on the Tombigbee, don't know much about it. Hey, sounds like you need to be on the main river. Everything's calming down. But, hey, if you catch some crappie, guys, hey, send me some pictures. I'll post it on here. I keep up with a lot of folks. Really, that's the only reason I'm on Facebook, to keep up with fishing pictures and hunting pictures and stuff, to be honest with you. I enjoy watching people successfully catch fish and having a good time. And that's what it's all about, the fishing stuff. So I'm trying to think of anything crappie else I need to go over. I don't think so. Let's see, bass fishing. You've got Maddie and them, where is it at? Right here. They got the first leg of the summer tour May the 11th. Maddie and them right there at Bridgeport Landing. They ought to weigh in some fish this time. It's May the 11th. Weigh-ins at 3 p.m. They should have a pretty good showing for that one. The largemouth ought to be in play. Spotted bass still will be, but largemouth are going to come over and take over. Those guys that do really good, Gage and West King and all those guys, I'm sure they'll be cranking and giving those bass. And like I said, be careful, man. Be courteous. Take it easy. We haven't had a lot of rain, so the river's in pretty good shape. I really don't keep up with the generation schedule, to be honest with you guys, because they typically stretch it and don't tell the truth all the time. So you really just got to adapt to what's out there. So, but Bridgeport Landing this weekend, first leg. She has the Miller's Ferry Heritage Open coming up the 25th and 27th. That's the holiday weekend. That's going to be a big payout, big money prize. I know there's a couple of tournaments, big tournaments going on, but if you fish Maddie's tournament, you be sure to attend this one. It's going to be a good tournament here at the end of May. Great fishing. Let's see. Yeah, I understand. You're exactly right, Dave. I'm ready to catch some fish, man. I promise you I am. Big time. So let's see. We've talked about the bass. I've talked about the crappie. Y'all got any questions? I hope to help you. I'm trying to see what all I need to go over here. I know I'm going to thank some sponsors because, hey, that's what makes this thing happen, guys. Rouse's Crawfish. Crawfish season's in, guys. Let me clear that comment. My bad. Crawfish season's in. Be sure to give them a call, man. Prices are down. If you enjoy doing crawfish bowls, please give him a call right there in Selma. He's been a sponsor since we started the show. I appreciate him. Harris Farms, right there on Highway 10 outside of Camden. I mean, stew, pork chops, bacon. They're planting, guys, and what I wanted to say, they're planting all their vegetables and taking orders right now. Lorraine and Parker, man, they have butter beans, spotted. Man, there's so many vegetables, I can't name them all. So if you're a big vegetable person and like fresh produce from a garden, you need to go by Harris Farms right there on Highway 10 outside of Camden. Tell Parker and Lorraine I sent you. I promise you they'll take care of you. And, man, better don't go hungry because you're going to spend some money. You need to buy some possum bin sausage. Like I said, Parker, I've spent money there way before Parker decided to sponsor the show because he's a good fella and I like doing business with great people. Hunter's Run right there in Camden. I've eaten there. Me and my group, when we went fishing down there, Hunter's Run in Camden, Amron Roval. Michael's a great person. Got great food, great atmosphere, great waitresses. Just a good place to eat and do business with local businesses, and that's what you want to do. When I go to Camden, guys, I try to buy my gas. I try to buy groceries there. I try to spend my money there, even though I'm from up here. I just want to support that local community, and that's what we all need to do. But I want to thank those sponsors, for real. Old Scott Seals, appreciate Scott tuning in. He said they're killing crickets. I'm sure Brent, I didn't start talking about brim fishing, but I'm getting a ton of brim pictures. I guess a full moon here in a couple days. It's really going to kick off the brim fishing. Shell crackers have been on bed. Now here comes the bluegill, and I watched old TC Lloyd. He's been showing some side scan views of some brim beds. Man, it's awesome. You can get out there and catch fish and spend time with kids. Brim fishing is going to be great. I'm sure catfishing's pick up. I don't do a lot of catfishing, but I keep up with Travis Powell on them, and usually I keep up with him if he's catching a bunch, put some jugs out below the dam. He's catching some catfish. So if you like to catfish now, this is your time of year too, guys. So, but I'm going to keep sharing information on here, and hopefully, I think this is the weekend, guys, that I'm going to pull the tailgate, pull the fish on here, and I'm going to have my time, and I've got a good trip with some guys. And hopefully we put some fish in the boat. And maybe I can go live in certain places. I'd love to start going live, but the only thing is a lot of Miller's Ferry I'll be able to, but going live in Demopolis, you don't have a lot of signal. It's hard to. But I'd like to go live and let you guys watch us fish, and keep up with the action and stuff, and listen to how much fun I do have when I'm fishing. I have a blast. I promise you. Can't control the fish, but I can control the time you have and the conversation. I really enjoy doing that. But it is coming. Let's see. Make sure I haven't forgot anything, guys. I don't think I have. I thank all the sponsors. We're going over current events. I don't know if you guys got any questions. I appreciate my dad being on here. I see my dad on here and Ronnie McKenzie. Appreciate it, Ronnie. They tuning in. Everybody that tunes into this show, I've got 30, 40 people that constantly watch it and support it, and I appreciate y'all. Same people watch Crappie Cast. I appreciate y'all too. These shows kind of, like I was talking to Neil earlier, as planting season gets here and the deer show goes by in July, we'll start adding more hunting stuff here. I'd like to have some people my brother's going to come in here and talk about tracking deer. He's part of the Tracking Association in Alabama, and we're going to start talking about some deer hunting and getting involved and getting involved in the planning and the hunting season and different stuff. Well, that way we can make this show get a little longer than keep repeating myself over fishing and stuff. Mitch said tournament at Lake Greenwood, South Carolina. I hear you. Oh, that's good, man. Go up there and win that thing, Mitch. Is that the Peach? I don't know what is that the Peach Club, Mitch? I'm not sure. Let's see. I'm not sure. Let me know, man. I'll be looking out for you for sure. Kathy says she's on here too. Appreciate you, Kathy, watching. My buddy Tommy Randolph, he's tuned in from Live Oak, Florida. I appreciate Tommy. I spent some time with him Sunday, man. It's always good to see him. Let's see. Bill Valentine, do you fish Salachi Creek much? I do, Bill, when it gets hot. I don't go in Salachi Creek, man, until it gets late June and July, to be honest with you. I have a lot better success up there when it gets hot. When the water's really hot. I don't know why, but I do. I'm not saying that I don't before, but I need to go up there and check it out. Next trip I make, I'll be going up there, Bill. But Salachi's a very good creek. It's a great creek. But get in there, Bill, and break it down and try to find you some fish in certain areas and try to repeat that. That's the name of the game when you get on fish that day, because they're liable to change the next day. So enjoy it while you can, man. Appreciate you, Gray, tuning in. Gray and Corey Smith, they'll be fishing Maddie's tournament, man. They're always local favorites, and they support the area too, and they enjoy Miller's Ferry just as much as I do. It's a special place, and even though this is the Black Belt Hunting and Fishing Report, I consider Camden like the central hub of where this goes on. So, but hey, we're gonna keep growing on this show. I mean, the followers keep coming, and the people. When good people come together and make comments and watch the show, you can't negativity it's not gonna be around. So I don't allow it anyway. So I don't let anybody down anybody's catches. I don't care if they call them small, whatever. You ain't doing it here. You know, I don't allow any negativity on anything that I do, especially if I have control over it. So you want to post a fish as long as that long, a brim, I'll post it on here. Because if you like it, I like it. I promise you so. There's fish stalkers in South Carolina. Go up there and win that thing, Mitch. Just be careful up there, buddy. I know there's a lot of bad weather going through Midwest. Frank Hadishak and them out in Kansas, and they catching it right now. I don't know what weather tomorrow's weather's going to be, but I know we're supposed to get some storms. But you guys that's around that weather, just be weather conscious anytime. Anytime it's hot like this, guys, just be conscious of the weather, please. So especially if you're out there by the water or on the water. But I'm not going to tie any more time up for people. Like I said, Chuck said, do you ever fish Guntersville? Man, Chuck, I went up there with Shiloh Chappelle back a few months ago and caught some fish. To be honest with you, we caught 73. So it's a great fishery. When you learn to fish, it's a lot to keep up with, the Chuck. I don't ever go up there a lot. I'm not familiar with it, but when Shiloh invites me, I go up there and catch them. So, but it's a great place to catch them, I promise you. Bud, you're exactly right. It's predicted to be rough. So, all you fellas down in the Black Belt, y'all pay attention because, used to when that bad weather used to hit Pickens County, Pickensville, it would start tailing north and come up through here, Oak Grove and by my house. But here lately, it's been going down there by Dad through Utah and crossing right there, going above Camden. So y'all just be careful. I know Big Daddy had him a tornado shelter installed because of it, not too many years ago. So, but hey, y'all be careful. Y'all just be conscious of it. I'm not saying sit there and sweat and stress over it, but hey, be conscious over it and be watching out for it. But anything announcements you got, guys, send them to me, message me. It doesn't matter. Like I say, bake sales, kids fundraisers, I don't care. I'll share it. That's what this page is for. As long as I'm able to share it, I'm going to do it. But if not, we're going to get off here, man. And good luck to everybody. And I promise you, I'll have your report, good or bad, come next Wednesday. I'm going to share it. And y'all follow Shane Jones Fishing, my page. I'll post stuff on there also. And y'all tune in to Crappie Cast tomorrow night. We're going to be talking about this summertime crappie fishing, where these fish ought to be set up, what they're doing, and hopefully help y'all catch some more fish. But thank y'all for tuning in. We'll see y'all next Wednesday. And that's all I really got to say tonight, man. I appreciate y'all. And we'll see y'all next Wednesday. Y'all have a good night.